What's going on, nerds? Welcome back. My name is Sned. This is Journey to the Corner of the World. The rules are simple. I can only use different modes of transportation. I can only stay in one place until I get the next mode unlocked, and I can only stay in the 9 chunks I'm staying in, mine and the 8 surrounding. Anyways, guys, let's jump right into this, and please enjoy the episode. Welcome back, everybody. So, I went ahead and I made a few changes. I basically did this immediately after ending the recording. Honestly, I probably should have just put this in the last video, but I didn't. I made a couple more endo flames, made, 2 of them, I think? Or 4? I don't know. And then I set up an automatic system for this. So this open crate will automatically drop items if you feed items into it. So what I did is I put a pressure plate down, 2 pieces of redstone, and then just whatever block. And this redstone will lock the hopper, and then as soon as one of these guys finishes feeding, oh, there, we just saw it. It will eat the coal, and then unlock the hopper. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Nope. Okay. It only happened twice, whatever. Anyways, it will unlock the hopper and allow this chest to feed something through and drop into here. And then they shove their mana into this thing. And we actually almost have a full mana pool now. And then eventually that'll fill up, and these will fill up, and... so we're gonna need more mana soon, I think. And then, I made 1 or 2 more other changes. Okay, so let's take a look at these other couple of changes, yeah? So this is my new source farm. And it seems to be working pretty well. These things kind of annoyed me at first, but I really wanted to get them to work, just because I didn't have... Like, I had no experience with them, so I wanted to make sure that I could use them. So, obviously, just the normal vanilla lava mechanic, dipping into cauldrons, and then I have pipes underneath each one of these. I thought at first if I only had 1 pump, it would take from all of them. So I had all of these connected, but that's not really the case, so I needed 3. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing. This is the first time I've ever touched any of this. I've never used create pipes to pull fluid out of cauldrons. I've never done any of that. Never used these fluid source links, which don't work with water, by the way. Like, you can't call yourself a fluid source link if you don't work with water. Yeah, if you guys have a better design for this, though, let me know, please, because this is horrendous, and it's disgusting to look at, and I hate it, and I'll come back to why that hole is there in a second. And then up here, we have another island. And this, my friends, is our Whirly Sprig farm. So check it out. We have all of the mystical flowers in here that these guys are automatically harvesting for us. I have spruce logs, arum logs, and runewood logs, which I need to empty again already. Holy smokes. These fill up pretty dang quick. And then I have, where is it? The living wood logs here. But either way, so... They're harvesting all of the stuff in this area. Also, one weird thing when I was growing the runewood logs, if you could see here, somehow they grew all the way to the bottom, and I don't know how or why, but I'm gonna leave it because it's actually kind of cool looking, I think. But isn't that super weird? I don't know. Okay, so now, why is this hole here? Well, check it out. If we throw some of the logs that we get into this hole, some of the logs that we get from up here, we could take our spellbook, and with a touch-sensitive smelt, we can get arcane charcoal. Oh, yeah. It's automatically turning into blocks of arcane charcoal because I made a manufacturing halo. So, like, I could add a bunch of custom recipes to this, but it acts as a crafting table, which is pretty sweet. Now, the plan is to automate this sooner or later, but honestly, it's not too bad doing it. It keeps me busy, gives me something to do. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there we go. Pretty simple, straightforward. I like doing it. This whole process is so much easier now. And I have, oh yeah, changes up here. So I have this, which was shooting source up to these guys in order to create the island, but now I added this splitter here, and this is shooting down here. So, as you can see, I added some stuff. We have an alteration table, which we're going to work with today, I think. We have source jars next to imbuement chambers, and the idea is we'll just put all of the essence crafting materials in here. I did it in 4 corners just so it looks symmetrical. So there's 8 different essence. We'll just keep 2 of each kind in here. But with the source here, they could, where's my source gem? They could pull source from here to craft faster, which is pretty sweet. And then same with these imbuement chambers, making source gems. They'll craft a bit faster. But like these are already kind of quick, so whatever. And then we moved our arcane pedestals and enchanting apparatus in here. Oh, and our scribes table. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Quick side note, we now have a wall all the way from the surface down to the ocean floor surrounding the entire chunk border. I'm coming for you, Elagic. Okay, so one thing that we could do now that we are filling up... Nope, we are officially full. Okay, that is not good. One thing that we could do is... If I break a mana pool... if I break a mana pool, I think what happens is I lose the mana. So let's not play with that, yeah? Okay, there we go. So now, if we throw this guy down here, and then build this back up... Boop, boop, boop. Nope. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay, we got it. So, this mana spreader is now bound to these 6 endo flames, and it's shooting mana into this mana splitter. And the mana splitter is evenly distributing the mana between all 4 of the pools touching it. You see these little, I guess you could call them arrows, I don't know. Also, this definitely looks like a man with a mustache, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? Anyways, now that we have this set up and this is going and doing its thing, we should be profiting pretty nicely on mana, but we'll see what happens. So, now that we're getting deeper into Britannia, there are a few things that I want to make. Most notably, some trinkets. One of which is this guy, the Cirrus Amulet. And this thing will basically allow us to double jump. And then after we fight the Britannia boss, which may or may not happen at this stop, I'm still trying to decide how far I want to progress. But anyways, we can upgrade it to allow us to triple jump, which is super freaking cool. We need a Rune of Air and a Rune of Autumn. So let's go ahead and work on those. So this is actually a perfect opportunity to delve into something else Britannia related. So we need this Rune of Autumn, right, to make the Cirrus Amulet to double jump. And the Rune of Autumn is made with a Rune of Air and Rune of Fire. Well, the Rune of Fire is made with Nether Wart, which we don't have. So we could just run to the Nether and grab some, maybe. We got that fortress nearby, and in our little ancient debris mine, there's like a portion of the fortress down there, so maybe we could get some. But there's actually another way to get it, using Britannia even. If we make this alchemy catalyst, we could throw a blaze rod into the mana pool and get Nether Wart. So check this out. Let's make up this alchemy catalyst quick and go from there. Alright, there's the alchemy catalyst, and we come downstairs now for a blaze rod. So the way these work is you place them underneath a mana pool. Honestly, oh boy, because it's just floor underneath, like this is the ceiling. Let me make another mana pool for this. Alright, here we go. So I made another mana pool, and we have the alchemy catalyst. And when you put a mana pool on top of any catalyst, there's a couple different kinds, 2 maybe, catalyst, yeah, 2. You'll see it through the bottom of the block, which I think is really cool. That way, if you have it hidden, you know, like this, you could tell, hey, there's something under there. But anyways, if we take our mana tablet and throw it in there, give it some mana, that should be good. And then we could throw in a blaze rod, and it gives us Nether Wart. So, now we can, actually, we should probably plant this. So we could actually use magic again in order to make soul sand, which is something else that I don't have, apparently. But soul sand can be made pretty easily with just 8 regular sand. and this guy here, this conjuration essence. So we open up the crafting, we throw in the sand, we throw in the essence, and boom, there we go, soul sand. Sweet. Let's actually go throw this in our Whirly Sprig farm. I don't know if they'll harvest it, but, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? Alrighty, the process took a second, but, Whirly Sprigs do indeed harvest netherwort. So, what else are we missing? I don't even remember what we were doing. Oh, right, the Rune of Fire. That should be everything. Why, you know, worky work. There we go, that's everything. I had a Rune of Air in there, I don't know why. But anyways, charge, 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 boom, Rune of Fire, charge, 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 boom, Rune of Autumn, 4 mana string, and boom, the Cirrus Amulet. Oh boy. This thing is so cool. What do I have? Amulet of Mana Regen? That's unfortunate, but that's fine. Check it out. Yeah, now we can double jump. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Cirrus Amulet doesn't use any mana. Unlike some of the other, what do you call them? The other trinkets from Botania. But yeah, I mean, we can now double jump, which is pretty cool. Slowly but surely, we're getting some upgrades. Alright guys, so I made a couple of changes. We have this, this little weird contraption thing going. I don't know. Basically, it's 2 spell timer turrets that I have on a lever that could turn on and off. And this one is casting touch-sensitive smelt. This one is casting item pickup and putting its drops into here. And in here, I've been putting logs that then drop them onto this pressure plate. And then these lock the hopper. Same thing as, like, downstairs. And it's messy. It doesn't work too well, but it kind of works a little bit. I say this doesn't work too well because oftentimes, yeah, you'll see here, this will pick up logs, but, like, we're producing so much. Actually, even the source will run out, and then, like, only that one is firing, and there's so much wrong with it. But honestly, like, I'm producing so many logs that it just doesn't matter. We're just producing so many logs. All the logs, okay? Trust me, it's fine that this thing does not work 100% accurately. Either way, every now and then, I'll stop up here, grab the charcoal out of it, come back down here, and then throw it in. This could be automated more. Maybe eventually one of the next stops it will be. We'll see. I will say, I was doing it by hand using this spell here. Just dropping a bunch of logs onto the ground and then smelting them. And it's kind of slow. Like, we're running out of mana really, really quickly. So, we need to fix that. One way we could fix that is by upgrading our armor tier. So, we're currently tier 1. I don't know if this will give us more mana. Oh, yeah, here it is. Blah, 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 blah. Each tier will increase the amount of mana regen the armor grants. So, we definitely should do this. And it's pretty simple. Blaze rods for tier 2, and then ender pearls and a chorus fruit for tier 3. So, let's go ahead and do that. We have to use the enchanting apparatus, which is that guy. For how much better it is to get to the next tier, it seems like it's pretty cheap, isn't it? To upgrade your armor? I mean, just 2 blaze rods? That's not a lot, right? Either way, that's everything tier 2 already. Should we go for tier 4? I really, really think that we should. When should we fight the Chimera? Actually, better question, do you think we could take the Chimera? Maybe after we get a couple more threads on our armor. Actually, we should add some threads to our armor. Alright, while I'm waiting for the source to generate, we are gonna make a couple of threads. Maybe 3, definitely 2. So, we want this guy right here, the thread of the Starbuncle, which is 3 shards, 3 sugar, and 2 manipulation essence. Okay, so 3 shards, 3 sugar, and 2 manipulation essence, combined with a thread in the center. This gives us the Starbuncle charm. And this is actually a really cool charm. So, or thread rather, not charm. So, what it does is when you place it onto a piece of armor, like equipment, it will increase your speed by 20% each level, and it grants step assist at level 3. So you take your piece of armor and you put it on this side, and then it pops up these little icons here. So what these icons are your thread slots. So we have 2 tier 1 thread slots in these legs, and then 1 tier 3 slot. So with these slots, you could take your thread, so our thread of Starbuncle, and place it onto just the table, and then take your legs, and now you'll see that it says Starbuncle 3. That is our thread. That is what we have in there. So you could notice that we just got a little bit of a speed boost there, and now we have a step assist. And I'm pretty sure this step assist is actually pretty big. Let's try and get down here a bit. Now I think, okay, maybe it's only 2 blocks, but it is still a pretty dang good step assist. So when we're running here soon across the plains and everything, that's definitely going to come in handy. So this, in conjunction with our Plane Strider sash, should be pretty dang quick, I'm hoping. Another tier 3 thread that we really want to make is this guy here. This is the Thread of Undying. And what this thing does is every time that you sleep, it activates. And when it activates, you basically have a free totem on you. So we're going to put this guy on our chest plate. Boom, boom. We'll take that and put it on. So now if you pay attention to the bottom left corner, there it is. Thread of Undying is now active. So we could go ahead and die, and it should use that first. I don't think it uses the totem that you have in your charm slot. It should use that thread first. And that's a once a day thing. So we could die once a day forever from here on out and always be safe, I suppose is the word. Now though, even without our Plane Strider sash, we're moving pretty quick. I'm kind of curious, what does it look like when we move with that though? Here, let's test this out. We'll see how we do. And we have step assist, so we should be fine, question mark? Oh yeah, we're picking up speed pretty dang quickly. I ought to time this, see how fast I could go around, starting from what is this? The storage system, and then going all the way around in a circle. Now, you'll notice too that it uses hunger pretty quick. So we're actually running out of hunger really fast. But that's why the Eternal Steak is so great, because I could just stop and eat this. Actually, I don't even have to stop. And it'll just recharge and my hunger bar is filled again. You know? Never thought we would be using our 9 chunks as a racetrack, but here we are. Okay, let's find out. This will round us to the storage system, and we'll see how long it takes us to get around. There we go. Done. Wow, it is really quick. And there we go. The last tier 3 armor piece that we need. Honestly, guys, like, a couple more episodes, I'm thinking we could probably fight the Wilden, the Chimera, and maybe even the Wither. But in the near future, like, we got 3 bosses we could fight, you know? We got the Gaia from Botania, we got the Wither from, well, Minecraft, and we've got the Wilden Chimera from ours. I think, honestly, those all might happen in one fell swoop of an episode. That would be a pretty cool episode. Maybe it'll be a shorter one, but I think it'll just be fun to go on a murder spree of some of the bosses in the pack, you know? You know? But anyways, with Botania, the next thing it's telling us to do is to break into Terrasteel. So, Terrasteel is pretty easy to make. It's pretty cheap to make. It's just basically an ender pearl, a piece of iron, and a diamond. So the biggest cost for it is mana. That is the absolute biggest cost. And it takes a lot of mana. I'm talking a serious amount of mana. So what we need to do is build this little multi-block structure. It is made with living rock and lapis, and then a special item in the middle. And I forget what that special item is. I forget what it's called, like Terrasteel something or other. Just a quick little building. It's nothing too fancy. Oh, here it is. The terrestrial agglomeration plate. Agglomeration plate. Terrestrial agglomeration plate. Oh boy, why do they hate me? Anyways, it's made with lapis, a block of mana steel, and a couple different runes. So it's pretty simple to make, and I will do that in 2 seconds. This little outline is really cool too, because as I place blocks in this little ghost image shadow thingy, it tells me, see, we're at 8 out of 10, boom, 9 out of 10. So now all we need is this agglomeration plate. Alrighty, this should be the last rune that we need. This is the Rune of Mana. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and boom. Rune of Mana. Come back here. We could go ahead and craft up this agglomeration plate. Oh my gosh, that word hates me, I swear. Haha, we got it. And then we plop that bad boy down on the center. Look, we got a little complete. So, there are a few different things that you could do here. You could transfer mana from here to here, specifically to this agglomeration plate, using these spreaders, or you could use these guys here, these sparks. So if you plop one of them up above that, and then one of them up above that, they should, in theory, transfer to each other. Now the moment of truth. You simply right-click these guys on here. I think you could drop them on as well, but then you get this amazing-looking particle effect animation thing happening, and it'll go through a couple of phases, and it turns green. Oh, I'll shut up. You could just watch. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? We got our first Terra Steel ingot. Dancer in the dark. Conjure a Terra Steel ingot using a terrestrial agglomeration plate. I hate that word so much. You could see, though, check this out. You could see how much mana it used. It used like half a pool worth. That was full. So let's do it again. Just look at all that mana go bye-bye. Oh, man. But anyways, now that we got Terra Steel, let's see what is next for us. The portal to ALFHEIM. So this is actually really cool. Basically, we have to create a portal, and this portal allows us to trade with the elves. And it looks like that, or well, some variant of that, but we could throw different items into the portal and get back other items. But yeah, Terra Steel itself, this stuff here, is pretty dang useful for just about everything. However, our first ingot should go to making this. So we need 2 of these nature pylons, or natura pylons? We need 2 of these, and we need 1 of these. So 3, 6, 9. Hey, look at that. 1 ingot. So this is what we're going to use to create the portal to ALFHEIM. I'm thinking the portal should maybe go over here. I think that'll look pretty sweet. This kind of looks barren over here. So I'm thinking it goes like right in here. What do you think? Like right there? Yeah, I think that could work, right? Alright, there we go. We got it. So now we need to jumpstart this thing. And the way we do that is with those natura pylons. Natura pylons? I don't know what I'm saying. But they need to be hovering over a mana pool. And then with enough mana, they can activate the portal. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and show you guys what it looks like. But after the portal is open, it doesn't use mana except for your trades. Here we go. We got the natura pylons. Natura. I'm saying it right one of these ways. Okay. So then we come over here and we plop these bad boys on here. And how cool do they look, by the way? These things just look so freaking awesome. And I think that's it. I think we just need to fill these bad boys up with mana, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get our trusty mana tablet, or wander the forest from the tablet to the pool, and I'll be right back when these are filled. Alright, that is 2 full mana pools with 2 natura, oh, it might be natura, whatever, pylons above it, and the elven portal built. Now, before we do this, I just want to say that I kind of lied at the end of last episode. I said that we were going to break into a new magic mod today, but there was just so much more in Britannia that I wanted to do, and this video kind of drug on a bit, so I apologize for that. But next episode, we'll break into Forbidden Arcanus and or Malum. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and activate this portal. There we go. World calling. Open a portal to the realm of ALFHEIM. But anyways, guys, that's going to be all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay.